Trent Haga et Matthew Gray Grubler, qui est le rôle principal, is a feature role in the movie. Huh? So thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah.
Excited
Thank
about the
you.
Canadian premiere?
Yeah.
Very mucho.
Absolutely.
So this is your second time here.
This is my second time.
So,
yeah.
and I heard a lot about your first time in Montreal. People keep talking about the fact
What do they
that
say? Are you serious? Good
they're
or bad?
fucking excited about it.
Oh,
the staff is excited.
Are
the
you
people
serious?
upstairs are excited. Oh, yeah.
I hope I don't let
very
you down,
much.
man. I love your city. I love everything here.
I knew there was a reason I hired him. I knew there was a reason I hired him, and tonight
This is like your
that's
10th time here, right?
I've never been here. I've had at least 10 movies played.
Yeah, a
here.
bunch of movies being here. But it's your first time
This is
as
my
a director,
first
though.
time
Yeah.
ever to come to Fantasia. My directorial debut had its Canadian premiere here, but I didn't come up.
But you're here now. So
I'm here now.
It's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's talk a bit about 68 Kill.
All right.
It's based upon a novel by Brian Smith, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Yeah. And you adapted, but you did some writing before. Why did you choose to adapt a novel?
You know, what happens is you keep coming up with ideas, and then you write them in the scripts, and then people buy them from you and make them into movies, and you just keep doing that over and over again. And I was like, no, you know what? I want to take somebody else's type of a thing and adapt it. And I read the novel by this author, Brian Smith, and I was like, I could really, really do well with this. I think it fits right in my wheelhouse. And so I was able to contact the author. He's a self-published guy. I don't really have any agents or managers. He doesn't have any agents or managers. It was really easy for us to get together and exchange, emails, and he was like, go for it. And
Nice.
I think it was more like, yeah, go for it, more than go for it.
You didn't believe it?
No. Nobody believes when a filmmaker reaches out to them and says, I want to make a movie of your novel, like 900 times out of 901, it doesn't happen.
But the touch of dark humor in the movie, were they already in the novel when you adapted it?
I'll toot his horn a little bit. I read the novel before doing the movie. It's so different. It's a wonderful book, and there, as he said, great companion pieces. But Trent turned it into a movie and made massive changes to like characters and a lot of more humor. I find, and
So you were friends with the novels before, or did you read it when
No,
you said?
after hearing about the movie, I read the book. Just as
Before just filming, even.
No, after reading his script.
Yeah, because it's maybe dangerous to get caught up in the novel, but you see when you're filming the movie, oh, it's not the novel I read. It was really dangerous. So what got you into the project then?
I got the script from an agent, and then I was blown away by it. I couldn't put it down. I know it's like a thing people say a lot, but I actually mean it. And just a wonderful story. I met Trent, and I looked into his eyes and just realized that he's
What did you see?
I saw a horrible, just a lunatic, a total madman, a maniacal. Look
Perfect
at that.
blue eyes, though, I must say. Yeah.
Beautiful eyes.
Yes.
Beautiful eyes. But I like working with crazy people, and so he fit that bill for sure. And his passion is infectious, and his everything. Yeah.
And Annelyn McCord played your best half in the movie, or worst half? I don't know how to say it because it's the worst half with you, but you were so
best half.
best half. Sorry, it's a Collins translation. Sorry.
That's good.
So there's a lot of like intense scene between the two of you, sex scenes, but all other stuff. At some point, did you need to restrain those guys, or you let them go?
You know what? I just had to let nature take its course. Part of that is that's what part of casting is. You look at the person over here, and you look at the person over here, and of course, this being a low-budget movie, we don't have time to actually bring them together and rehearse. I have to view into the future of what this relationship is going to be. And so I go, all right, so the first couple days, we're going to shoot it when they're really in love. And then as they start to agitate more at each other in real life,
and then at the end, when the shoot, it all felt very real.
Exactly.
So you didn't have the time to like create a relationship before filming, then?
Not at all. Luckily, I know Annelyn in real life, and we've done three
I think you were a
movies.
trash fire too.
Yeah, and Excision is where I first met her, and so I know her, and I know her just as a friend, and then. I read this, and her name was mentioned, and it just was. It's not, again, making things. Nothing beats working with geniuses, but when the geniuses are also your friends, it's just a double win.
When you were
And when they're both professionals, like it's my dream scenario.
your job is easier then.
Exactly. Casting was
Who was
the
professional
hardest
in
part of
this?
the job.
Yeah, who was the most professional?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Dwayne
Just
and
the
Sheila.
two people.
Two of them.
But weren't you freaked out because she's so intense at some moment?
Oh,
I'm
I
thinking
was
of
fucking
seeing this.
freaked out. I was very freaked out.
You seem really scared.
I'm literally still freaked out, to be totally honest. And it worked well. It was very much. It was great.
So what I loved about the script,
There was one alpha
yeah,
male
go
on
first.
set, and it was Annalyn McCord.
What I like about the movie, the script, there's turns and twists that I don't see the movie coming, and at the same time there's a lot of cliche, like sudden cliche, like losers cliche and everything. How did you didn't fall in those holes, like not I don't know how to say it, but
Right. No, I get it. I mean, that's
to
the
use
i-
them to
That's the idea. Look, it's being a professional writer or somebody that does this. What people want is something that is familiar
Yeah.
and that they understand and they feel
Yeah.
comfortable with. But they don't want to be bored, and they want it. So the idea is to go. Here's a thing that you think you're super familiar with, but I'm going to make sure that at least every 5 pages in this 95-page script
Yeah.
that we're going to do something that you do not expect to see coming, and then we're going to set you up so that you think you know what's going to happen.
That's what
next,
happened to me.
and
I
then
was
we roll
listening.
it out
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
under you, and that is the idea: is to make it a milieu and to make a setting and to make characters and things that you are like, okay, I understand this. I already think I know what's going on. And then every time I pull the rug out from under you, it's like you can feel the audience being like,
Yeah.
wait, that's not what's supposed to happen.
I was thinking about the I don't want to really spoil it
Yeah,
for people at home, but the motel scene.
Oh, I know,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
I didn't know I thought they were going there, but no, it
Bam.
wasn't.
No,
that-
every 7 pages there's a rug pulled out. From
And
under
that
you.
was the idea: is to look, this is a relatively modest, very modestly budgeted movie. We have a lot
It doesn't
of time
show,
to
though.
shoot it. It's all about like making a screenplay that just will not let you rest, and then it's over, and you're like, oh, that was a pretty good time.
What I love also about the Chip character, the character you're playing. Yes, he's a doofus. He's a loser, but he's got a heart. You know, he's
Oh,
not
dear.
the typical redneck that you see in so many American movies or television show. So did you create that, both of you, in collaboration, or you came out with this character, like the way he's portrayed?
I feel like I try to play every character, even if it's a villain, with a lot of compassion and
Yeah.
heart. And you know, he's got. I don't know. I was. I don't know how to answer that. I'm gonna cover myself with this.
For me, from a casting perspective, I knew writing this that you could get a guy that was I don't know. I mean, change him, a good-looking, buff, ripped guy, that all the ladies want to be with, and he makes a lot of really stupid decisions.
Oh, yeah, you wanna smack
right?
him.
Right. You do. So you need someone that is inherently
You seem really
lovable.
serious about that. Like,
Oh, yeah, man,
you're about to smack
I
him.
love the
You're like,
movie, and a bunch of time was, what the fuck you doing,
Right.
though?
It's like, don't go in that door. What's
Yeah.
what you want in a genre movie? I
Right.
think is people shouting like, "Don't do it! Don't do it!"
I think it's gonna happen tonight
hope
with
so.
the
I'm
Fantasia
gonna yell
audience.
it.
Yeah.
You want somebody though that's inherently lovable and a likable person, and
Yeah.
there's immediately as soon as you see them, you're like, oh, I like this guy.
That
And-
said, I realized every like movie or TV show I've done, I always end up getting the shit beat out of me, which tells me there's like something about my face that's begging for a punch. Because everybody's like, "Oh, let's get that guy." Like, yeah, let's get him to get destroyed.
I found that in your movies you got ghosts
Lot of
and
ghosts.
you get beat up.
Always, 100%,
Yeah.
or tortured or held hostage.
Yeah, you're like
everything I've ever done.
Mel
They're like-
Gibson wanted to be tortured in his movie. You want to be beat up.
Oh yeah,
That's
they're
the
like
thing.
Hollywood's like, we got a beautiful story about some balls that get karate chopped. What's that guy from CSI? What's that guy from CSI up to? And then they're like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. But it was a physical role. Did you get hurt during the filming of it? Because
I don't know if you noticed my muscles. That's actually CGI. I'm very
had to
hairy.
remove-
They did
we had
all
to
the
remove
hair. I'm
all
like a
the,
werewolf.
like, buff,
I look
yeah.
very I did get hurt, but more emotionally than physically.
No, okay.
Oh, I did. I'm very neurotic, and one time we were doing like a frantic looking for something, and then I felt a cut, and then I looked, and there was like a rusty bed. And I was like, "Oh no, I have tetanus!" So there was like a 7-minute tetanus scare, but that was the
Right.
only.
Did
only
you get
time
a shot at?
right in the neck? Yeah.
Is there in that? I think it is the butt. No.
They did my butt, my neck, and my
Just to
urethra
be-
at the same
just to
time.
be sure?
Very weird
It was
shot.
all
Very
at the
weird
same
shot.
time.
It was administered.
Actually, the day before we shot his really intimate, sweet love scene, and he had to be
Sweet.
super naked and whatever. Not the first one, but the one of the later days.
Oh, that one.
And
Okay, yeah,
the
yeah.
night before we did
Oh, I
that, we had
forgot.
shot some stuff where he had gotten eaten.
Oh, I had
alive
Zika virus. I
by
got, like-
mosquitoes.
You got the
and he
Zika?
got,
I have
like,
a bad case of the Zika. I hope not. But no, my body. I woke up the next day and I was just covered. Me and Alicia too were just covered in mosquito bites, and then I was like, supposed to be naked the next day.
flamed up, and you got all
just
red
looked
everywhere.
all-
We had to hire
yeah.
the makeup guys to come in the next day and airbrush him.
I forgot about that.
because so it wasn't an injury, but it was like nature.
But it was a
went amok.
weird, yeah. But it messes with your constitution when you have a weird malaria thing.
And then I'm like, now take off all your clothes because I'm doing a close up of
Now
you,
here's a
and don't
tiny
worry
towel.
about
Here's
that.
a little
Yeah.
pink towel. Hope you like it.
I don't know what to say to that.
Neither.
Trent, Matthew, thank you
Oh,
for coming.
merci
Thank you very much.
beaucoup.
Thank you
Bon
very much.
Jovi.
Bon-
Bon Jovi. They have to say
Uh,
goodbye. Bon Jovi.
I talk to you after the
Bon
show.
Jovi. Bon Jovi.